Hello, everybody. Back here again for another vlog a day. And today is Tuesday, the 17th. And today was a lovely day outside. Kind of overcast most of the day. Ended up leading into some crazy snowstorm that was like almost whiteout conditions. But it was cold enough out that it was really fine and blew away and kept the roads clear most of the time. You can see it just blowing across the roads and stuff. It was absolutely crazy. So woke up this morning way too damn early. 4 something we're hanging first time. Actually been up off and on throughout the night, but was up at 4. Had to let the dog out. Was actually up and at it by like 4:30 to get around to get up to Iowa City today to the dentistry, the College of Dentistry. I keep wanting to say Dentistry College, but it's College of Dentistry, and get my first initial exam done on my teeth. And basically, I met with the actual a professor slash whatever, I guess I think she's a professor, she's a teacher there, whatever I want to call her. And she looked at my mouth for about 3 minutes, poked at my gums for about a minute and a half, and said, "Well, go get some X-rays, and then come back whenever they get an appointment for you for your actual deceased students and your exam." And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what did you just do here? I'm like, you did nothing except tell me to get X-rays, which is ridiculous because it's digital X-rays. They can be seen like literally 1 second after I take them, so they could have done that when I come back up, in a few weeks or whenever the actual appointment is. And I just wasted 6 hours of driving up there and back, and the fees and that crap, everything else, and the gas and all that stuff, just for you to poke in my mouth for 3 minutes. I'm like, that makes no sense at all. So, oh well, paid all that money for that, got the X-rays. It took X-rays all over my mouth. Like, they took a dozen X-rays, I swear to God. Spent a buttload of money on that. And then I got an appointment for sometime in March to get back up there. And I do have a PM appointment at least. I won't be having to leave the house so damn early today. I just didn't wake up this morning. It was really unsafe, like completely unsafe. I was doing today on the drive up there. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was literally to the point a couple of different times I was like, actually like talking out loud. I was like singing to myself. I was rolling the windows down in the cold, trying to wake up. I was like everything I could do to keep my eyes awake. Kept telling myself, as soon as the sun comes out, I'll be better. It'll all be good. No big deal. And the sun finally came up, and of course I'm driving right into it. So I had that weird, like you're trying to squint, you're trying to hold your hand up and block the sun out. The sun visor wasn't blocking yet, and then I caught myself with the eyes squinting so bad I was damn near falling asleep again. Just surprisingly stupidly dangerous. I should have went up there last night. I thought about going up last night and just spend the night up there, and then I would have had the extra sleep and all that good stuff. Didn't do that. That would have been a much more common sense thing. Or I should have actually just said to hell with it and not had a freaking such an early appointment and just called them, hey, make me one for the PM, or at least an 11 or 12 in the morning. 10, 11, and 12 o'clock in the morning would be fine. But just the whole fact that I don't know, I was an idiot. I didn't do it. So went ahead and I got up there. I finally did arrive safely. On the way, as I came into town, I had to look over to the left, and there was like a little park over there, and it had some trails going off it. So I stopped there because I had a little bit of time to kill before the appointment, and took Bruce for a little walk around. There's like a little small loop and a great big loop up top. We walked the small loop, gave him a chance to go to the bathroom, that kind of good thing. I did take the dog with me because I know I wasn't going to be that long today, and didn't want to have him stay at home or pay a dog sitter all the damn money just to watch him while I went up there. So went ahead and got it done, headed to the parking lot, got it checked in, all that stuff. I was there, I don't know, about an hour-ish, probably maybe a little more than an hour. Headed back out from that, ended up heading over. I found a dog park up there in Iowa City, off-leash dog park. Went to it, nice little park there, crazy cold. My ears were frozen off by the time I got done. There was a really super aggressive bird dog mix of something that was like, seriously attacking the shit out of my dog, and it was kind of pissing me off. And they're like, well, usually she's not like this. And I'm like, I don't give a shit what she's usually like. She's being aggressive as hell now. You need to discipline her. You need to get her on a leash or get her the hell out of here. One of those 3 things. I don't give a shit. But it didn't go well. I finally just pulled Bruce away and stuff, and he wasn't being hurt. It was just that annoyance that if it did finally come to blows and he actually, played back hard or bit that dog, then they would have been on my ass, and my Great Dane would have been the one that lost that court battle, I'm sure. So I said hell with that. Finally got his pulling away from there, and I was thinking, well, we'll make a loop around here, then we'll take off. And luckily, before we left, another dog had showed up, a great big German Shepherd, and it came in, and that bird dog mix started being aggressive towards it. I was the far side of the park, I could see it, so I kept calling Bruce back. It wasn't on leash, but I kept calling him back, didn't let him go play with him until they got the German Shepherd away from the bird dog. And then from there, I went ahead and let Bruce go play with the German Shepherd. They had a great time playing and stuff. Went and talked to the lady that was there with the dog, and she was kind of disappointed because the park was so covered in ice. It was almost like they'd flooded, and it was like just ice across the whole thing. It was about 2 or 3 inches thick. It was disgustingly slick out there in the whole park, except for the path almost. So they played some. They kept falling down trying to play because of the ice and stuff. It wasn't very good. That park actually has a pond in the park too. You can actually have to get through another gate. So if you don't want your dog over in the water, you can keep them out of that. And it was really cool. Of course, it's frozen up. We didn't bother going there at all. But I thought that's kind of a neat thing. The summertime be a lot of fun. Seeing a bunch of dogs romping around in the water be definitely a really cool thing to see. So we hung out there a while. I was there longer than I thought because I literally in that German Shepherd show up. We had a good time. A couple of dogs came in, had a great time, and every time they would come in, they would end up that bird dog was over there by the entrance more, and that bird dog would just go after people's dog. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. You know, it was not cool. So went ahead and luckily we stayed at the end of the park and finally got tired of playing with the dogs. My ears were about to fall off. My ear was so cold. Got back to the car and it was like hot. Like it was on the verge of like, you know, literally frostbite. So went and headed back out. Ended up finding a couple places. Went to the mall up there. Nothing really major in that mall. Iowa City's a decent sized city or decent sized town, you want to call it. But there's really nothing I want to shop out there. So head to Petco, let Bruce run on the Petco on that. But I still want to play with him and pet him and that kind of thing. Ended up at another pet store called Petland. Awesome little store. I was there probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I didn't look at my watch. I was there a long ass time. Every single staff member had to come out and play with him. There was a group of people like on a day trip from like a I don't know, not elderly, adult assisted living type situation, or people who are, you know, they're not, I don't know, the lack of intelligence, mentally challenged, we'll put it however you want to call it. They were nice enough people and stuff. You can tell they came there on a bus and they were doing like a little field trip to the pet store, and they all had to play with Bruce. Everybody just loved the crap out of that dog. He's such a great dog. So left there, was going to try and find some place like Cajun to eat because it's, you know, Fat Tuesday, and decided to hell with it, end up at Pizza Ranch instead, which wasn't a big deal. Knocked that out, and then basically headed home. Decided to stop at my buddy's house in Ottumwa, hung out there for a little while, I don't know, an hour and a half or so, probably 2 hours, probably hung out there about 2 hours, had myself a cigar, and then headed on home. And it was snowing still off and on. There's a little bit of snow buildup on the roads, but nothing bad. It's that really super fine snow, so it's not slick or nothing yet. You can sweep it off the sidewalk, which was cool. Got home, found a cat in my live trap. We've got neighbors that decided to adopt cats in here, and by adopt cats I mean open up their basement and feed them. They just kind of flock to this damn area. So I've been removing cats whenever I get the chance, and basically taking them out. And I didn't want to freeze to death overnight, so it's gonna be crazy cold night, like 20 freaking mile-an-hour winds and stuff. Not cool. So I had to go get rid of it. So I threw Bruce in the backyard. I came home, of course he's barking, so he wants to get up there and play with that cat in the damn cage again. Don't realize I took it with me. So I should have taken him, threw him back in the car and taken him out to go get rid of the cat, but I didn't. He was all mad at me when I got back home, so now he's over on the couch pouting right now. My plan is to basically watch a little bit of Netflix, and then I'm going to get dressed and go for my run tonight, and then I'll, after midnight, basically go for another run for tomorrow. So I'm trying to do those back-to-back runs within that same hour time, but over 2 different days. And basically then I got that virtually almost 48 hours off, trying to get this ankle healed up. And I think that new recovery, that stretching sock that I'm sleeping in is helping quite a bit. My ankle is feeling better. Now I know way near's good, and I could run a marathon tomorrow if I had to, or even tonight if I had to, but I would not be very happy about it. So it's one of those things, you'd be amazed at what you can do if you just have the drive and the unwillingness to fail, but it would definitely suck. I would do some massive damage. So I'm going to go ahead and stick to the, mile and a half a day until I figure out this baby's healed up, and then I'll start bumping my miles back up again. So I'm going to take at it. I'm going to go at it smart. I'm going to go at it slow. I'm going to go at it safe. That's the biggest thing. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.